The 2024 Summer Olympics is coming to Paris, and you can already see that the city is getting ready. But this year, we're going to see some big changes. First, the opening ceremony is not going to be inside of a stadium. It's going to be right here on the Seine River. And this year, the games will be held all over the cities and public squares, like La Concorde. So in this video, we'll tell you the top 10 things you need to know, including dates and ticket information, where the matches are being held, where you can see the games around town without tickets, and the 4 new sports being introduced in the 2024 Summer Olympics. Allez, on y va!
The first question people ask about the Olympics is, what are the dates? When is it happening? And the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris will be held from July 26th to August 11th. And this is the 3rd time that Paris has hosted the Summer Olympics. But the last time the Olympics were here was 100 years ago in 1924, and a lot has changed. The 2024 Games are the first to be fully aligned with the Paris Climate Agreement, and organizers have pledged to make them the most sustainable games ever.
Next is how can you buy tickets for the game? Now, the 2024 Paris Olympics are conducted to a draw system, like a lottery. That means that you put your name on the wait list and you wait to see if you've been picked, so you're able to buy tickets. And it means that not everyone who applies for tickets will get them. We've already had 2 rounds of drawing, and a lot of tickets have already been purchased. I'm going to put links in the description to the place where you can register for the drawing and where you can buy secondary tickets for the games.
Another question people ask is, how much does it cost for a ticket to attend a game? The ticket prices vary from sport to sport and the kind of seating that you choose. We've heard that the cheapest tickets are 24 euros or about $26 for handball matches, but if you want to see something like soccer or tennis, the tickets are going to run between 150 and 300. Diving is between 360 and 500. Gymnastic tickets are between 360 and 1100, and the swimming finals are 1250. And that's only if the tickets didn't sell out since we filmed this video, and a lot of tickets already sold out. When we filmed this, there were still closing ceremony tickets available for 2,000 euros and opening ceremony tickets from 400 to over 3,000 per ticket. The tickets here are hot and they're selling fast, but we'll tell you later in this video where you can see the games without a ticket all around Paris.
A question a lot of people are asking is, where is the Olympic Village located? The Olympic Village will be located in Saint-Denis, which is a station just up from Gare du Nord, right there. There is expected to be approximately 14,500 athletes and officials staying there during the games. Now, there's going to be 3 zones in the village. There will be the residential zone with apartments for athletes and officials. There's going to be the sports zone with training facilities for all the Olympic sports. And there's going to be a commercial zone with shops, restaurants, and other amenities for the athletes and officials. Now, the Olympic Village is only open to people with proper credentials. In other words, if you don't have credentials, you shouldn't go over there. That means only athletes, their trainers, family, press, and former Olympians can get in. Think of it as a safe space for athletes to relax, meet, and mingle.
Another thing people want to know is, how much will it cost to attend the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris? The ideal budget per person to attend the Olympics, including food and lodging, for budget-minded folks, you can expect to spend a minimum of $6,500 to $8,000 per person for a week-long trip. This includes the cost of flights, accommodation, tickets to events, food, and activities. And here's the breakdown of the average cost per person for 7 days based on double occupancy. The flights will run you probably between $2,000 and $2,500 at that time of year, but you may be able to break some off of that if you book way in advance. Your accommodations, plan on $1,500 to $2,000 per week based on $400 a night, double occupancy. For tickets to the events, plan on $800 to $1,500, and that's based on 2 events per person. For food, plan on between $1,000 and $1,400. That's based on $50 to $100 per day based on a 7-day trip. And for activities, I'd say $350 based on $50 to $75 per day per person. And if you're not on a budget, add some wine, champagne, and some luxury to your trip, and have fun.
Another question that we get is where can I stay during the Olympics without breaking the bank? Now we fully anticipate that the hotels in the heart of Paris will be sold out quickly and that prices will increase gradually. Now we've been told to expect at least 30% higher than normal for the room rates. And we've done some video reviews of great hotels in Paris, but if you're looking for options outside the city, here are a few options. The first city right outside of Paris is Saint-Denis, and that's also where the Olympic Village is going to be located. But then after that, I would look into Versailles. Versailles is about 45 minutes west of Paris, and it will have a lot of great hotel options. There are 3 cities north of Paris that you should take a look at. There are Amiens, Compiègne, and Beauvais. All 3 of these cities will quickly take you into Paris under an hour, and will have plenty of hotel options. You also have Chantilly, which has a great castle, and it has few hotels there. You have Melun, and you also have Chartres, which is also an hour from Paris, and it has an absolutely majestic cathedral.
Another question people ask is, will there be new sports this year in the Olympics? And the answer is yes. They have been adding new sports a lot recently. And this year, we have 4. They're going to do breaking, also known as break dancing, skateboarding, they're going to do sports climbing, like rock climbing, and they're going to have surfing this year. And the surfing is going to take place in the French territory in Tahiti. And we tried to get tickets for the breakdancing and skateboarding, but they were already sold out. So I can't wait to see those on a screen.
Next is where the Olympic Games will actually be played. Now there's going to be some events happening in other French cities like football or soccer matches in Nice, Lyon, Nantes, Saint-Etienne, and Marseille. Now the bulk of the games will be in Paris, and those are peppered throughout the iconic sites of Paris. This is truly a citywide event. Now here is where some of the major games will be played. Of course, the tennis matches will be held in Roland Garros. The archery and cycling will take place at the Invalides. Volleyball will take place at the Eiffel Tower. The judo and wrestling at the Champ de Mars. Fencing and taekwondo right here at the Grand Palais. Skating, breakdancing, and 3x3 basketball at the Place de la Concorde. Gymnastic and regular basketball at the Bercy Arena. Equestrian activities at the Château de Versailles. Swimming and water polo at the Paris Defense Arena. And the marathon swimming will be in the Seine River by the bridge Alexander III. Now they've been cleaning up the Seine for the last few months, and their stated goal is that they want to make it so clean that you could drink out of the river. This is going to be epic. Next question that we get is where can I watch the game? Inside of Paris, if I'm not at the games itself. Now, as a country of human rights, France is making sure that the Olympic Games are available to everyone. And that means setting up places where people can see the games, whether they have money for tickets or not. And here are some places where you can watch the Olympic Games in Paris for free. First is the Champ de Mars, which is the field right behind the Eiffel Tower. Next is Parc de la Villette. This park is on the east side of Paris and is fun any time of the year. The screen will be located in front of the Philharmonie de Paris. Next is Place de la Concorde. The Icon Square is right in the center of Paris between the Louvre and the Arc de Triomphe. The screen will be located in front of the famous Hôtel de Crillon. Another place is Jardin du Luxembourg, which is a large park in the Latin Quarter where you'll find playgrounds, the sailboat ponds, and the location of one of the 5 Statues of Liberty in Paris. The screen will be located in front of the Senate building. Next is Parc de Bercy, which is a large park in the east of Paris near Gare de Lyon. They have lots of restaurants, shops, and a large movie theater. And of course, the Bercy Arena, which is where the big screen will be located. Next is going to be on the banks of the Seine River. This new park called Parc Rive de Seine will be hosting a number of events relating to the Olympics, including screenings of the games. It is located on the right bank of the river between the Pont d'Iéna and the Pont des Arts, or between the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. And of course, all along the Seine River. There will be a number of boats with big screens set up along the Seine River. Spectators can find a spot on either side of the river and watch the game. This is going to be a great option if you want to enjoy the views of Paris while you watch the action.
And finally, People want to know, how is Paris going to handle the opening ceremonies of the 2024 Summer Olympics? The opening ceremonies will begin at 8:24 p.m. on July 26th, and of course, they'll be broadcast worldwide. And this year's ceremonies will be unique in 3 key ways. 1, for the first time, the ceremonies will be held outside of an arena. Number 2, it'll take place in the heart of the city, showcasing the iconic heritage of France. And number 3, the opening ceremonies are going to take place right here on the River Seine. Delegates from each participating nation will arrive by boat along the Seine with major iconic Parisian landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower, as a backdrop. The procession will end in front of the Trocadero, where the final stages of the opening ceremony will take place. And of course, with the French focus on liberty, equality, and fraternity, they've provided non-ticket areas where citizens can attend the opening ceremonies at no charge. Spectators will be able to see the parade of athletes, musical performances, and fireworks from great viewing spots all along the river banks. And if you want to try that route, I suggest you go early, because those spots are prime and they're gonna be packed quick.